Yo, peace, love, and light to everyone. This is Adrian X Mayat, and today I am going to be talking about the truth about Ogun. But before we get started, I would like to, light up this Palo Santo stick and this green candle to pay homage to Ogun. So that is the first thing, and then we're going to get right into it. Ashe Ogun, Aru, Ogun, Ashe, Aru, Ashe, 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 like the like the candle form. Ashe, 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 Ashe to Ogun, Ashe, Ashe, Avaru, Ashe, 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 Ashe. Ashe, we gotta pay our respect. We gotta pay our respect to Ogun. Ashe, 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 Ashe. All right. So as you see, uh, we did a little bit of libation for Ogun, and now I want to show you guys some images so that way we can get this started. Make sure y'all hit the like button, the share button, and the subscribe button. Hit the Cash App is right there. $ ADD 1989 if you like the content. I'm also gonna put this on Spotify. I'm not gonna play the music that I originally had intended to play for Ogun because I don't want to copyright like I did with Obatala. So today I will make sure that I put that music on Spotify so you guys can check it out when I post it on there as well. So you can listen to it on that versus listening to it on here. So today I want to show you some images and then we can get straight into it. Okay, let me take my camera off. So today, again, we're going to be talking about Ogun. The story of Ogun. I mean, I first want to start off by saying that Ogun has many different names, and one of his names is Osin Omoli, which means the first primordial Orisha to come to Earth. Now, that name, you got to think about it when you go to one of the stories of, when the Orishas were trying to make their way through Earth, through the forest. A lot of the Orishas, such as Obatala, was trying to get through the forest by, using his knife or machete to get through the forest, but he wasn't able to because his knife or sword or whatever he was using, his metal was not, it was dull. So what Ogun had to do was he had to retreat into the mountains, and he decided to use his powerful knowledge to conjure up some metals, some precious metals, in order to get him, Obatala himself, and the other Rishas to get through the forest. So he used his own precious metals from his own knowledge and wisdom, and he was able to pave a way through the forest so they all could get through. And that's symbolic to the physical realm stepping into the spiritual realm. So that's also the symbology of that. The other names that he has is Ogun, Gu, and those vary from different regions, from Brazil, West Africa, and different regions in the world that particularly practice uh, the religion or paying homage to Ogun. But I want to start off by saying that Ogun is considered the god of war, and he's the god of iron. He's the god of political power, mediation, and transformation. Um, so when you think about hunters, when you think about technologists and warriors and blacksmith, you think of these men and women that embody the spirit of Ogun. Okay, so that's what you want to think about when you, if you want to fast forward into modern times. Anybody that's good as a mechanic, technology. If you look at pop culture, such as Iron Man is really good with technology. Think about Ogun. He's really good when it comes to his hands and building stuff and being a protector and an overseer. Okay, that's what Ogun is good at. Okay, so he controls the material in the earth and represents primitive force and energy. Okay, he's a key part of Yoruba religion, as well as Haitian voodoo and West African voodoo and voodoo. And I also want to make this disclaimer that oftentimes people want to say that uh, voodoo and voodoo and Yoruba is considered like witchcraft, but people use this to protect themselves. They're not using it to, cast spells on people just for no reason. It's not no devil stuff. I want to get rid of that narrative that most of mainstream society tries to put out there. I want to make that disclaimer that that has nothing to do with Ogun or Yoruba or Haitian voodoo and none of that. Okay. Now I do want to say this too. It is said also, Ogun is also considered somebody that is very humble. So after, one of the tales is that after he paved the way through the forest for the other Orishas, he decided to separate himself from the world, and he went back and retreated into the mountains and continued to make his own precious metals and do his own thing and separate himself from worldly activities, because Ogun wasn't messing with people like that. You know what I'm saying? But in an alternate tale, it says that after he did pave the way from them in the forest and stuff like that, they appointed, the other Orishas appointed him as the leader of all the other Orishas. Okay, because they saw how strong he was. They saw that they pretty much celebrated the fact that he paved the way for them, because in life you have obstacles. So Ogun is symbolic to paving a way, moving all the obstacles out of your vicinity in order for you to be accomplish your goals or get whatever you need done. He gets the job done by moving everything out the way, out of sight that needs to be moved out the way. Okay, but the Orishas, after they really appoint, this continuing on with this tale, after they made him a leader, right? They later decided that they wanted to cast him away because he looked messy from the other Orishas. But with Ogun, he was hunting, he was making metals and stuff out in the wilderness. So when he came back like bloody, his face or his outfit was all bloody and his face was all messy. They looked at him as messy like that, and they wanted to cast him out. Ogun pretty much argued when I was there for you guys and paved the way through the obstacle course that we had to go through the forest, y'all wanted me then, but then when I come back to you guys in this in the way that in the condition that I am, now y'all want to cast me out. So they pretty much, reconsidered it, and he pretty much did not get cast out. So having said that, when you look at poems, excuse me, and songs that are dedicated to Ogun, he is considered the roof of the homeless, and he's also considered the terrible guardian of the sacred oath and the Lord of the road of sacred wisdom. Okay, so when you think about Ogun, those are the things that you would like to consider. I want to go back to this picture, right? So this picture here, it displays a temple for Ogun. So you notice that you see there's the palm, what is that? The palm, damn, what's that called? The palm something. Let me look that up again. Hold on. That's called the palm. Hold on. Hold on. That's called the palm fraud. Okay. And the palm fraud is good for mediation. Okay. So when you look at that brown thing in the middle, it kind of looks like it's like a it's sticking up on the first item in the front. There's the brown thing, and then there's it looks like kind of like a broom, like a bristles to the broom, but that is called a palm frond, and that's good for mediation. And that's the symbol that Ogun also carries around. And then also you when you're paying homage to Ogun, the colors that you want to have is red, black, and green. So you see some green in there. You don't see no red, but it also varies according to different cultures, because in Brazil it's different, Haitian is different. It's slight differences, but it's all the same. Okay. He loves wine. He loves women. Alligator pepper, cola notes or cola nuts, excuse me, rats, roosters, salt, snails, water, and yams. Okay, and when you kiss precious metals, uh, that pays homage to Ogun because he's the embodiment of the law, truth, balance, and justice, similar to the deity Ma or Mayat in ancient Kemet. Okay, so that is what Ogun is symbolic to. Okay, and then you also got to think about Ogun in this way. In West African traditions, good unlike westernized traditions like Christianity, good and evil is not, in African traditions, it's not considered to be separate entities. Okay, you have to look at good and evil as being complementary. Okay, because it's like the symbol, the yin and the yang. Okay, the masculine and the feminine, or the good and the bad, so-called good and the bad. It is looked as a singularity, excuse me, rather than seen as a duality. Okay, because you can look at Ogun, right, and you can say that he uses his machete to pretty much be a hero, chop stuff down, kill people, and things of that sort. But he also can be a creator of machete. He can be a creator as well. He's known as a creator and a destroyer. So you can't have one without the other. Okay, so he can be seen as a mediator, or he can be seen as a protector. Okay, that's what you got to think about when you think about Ogun. Okay, or when you think about the yin and the yang, Ogun embodies that. Okay, and you can also see this in Hindu and Buddha religion. They also embrace that singularity as well, in comparison to duality with certain deities too. Okay, so just think about it in that way. And you can look at in West African culture, Nok civilization and Dahomey civilization, they used Yoruba and Ogun spirituality to help keep the pork. Well, particularly with Dahomey, they used it against the Portuguese to keep them out of their region. Okay, and in addition to that, when you think about the Haitian Revolution, and pretty much in 1792, the Haitian Revolution was responsible for conjuring up the spirit of Ogun to avoid colonization against the French. Okay, so when you think about the Haitian Revolution, how they was able to gain their independence in the Western Hemisphere, you can see that the spirit of Ogun was embodied with those soldiers. They beat them out their. They beat the French up so bad, right, that their feet were hanging out their boots. So that's how they was able to beat up or able to not get colonized by the French. And you oftentimes when you see depictions of the French, you see their heads are decapitated and stuff like that, and are put on a stake and stuff like that because they embody Ogun. And again, if you want to juxtapose Ogun to other particular deities, you can think about the Greek hero or mythological hero Hercules. And if you want to go over to Kemet, you can look at Haru and you can juxtapose Haru, Hercules, and even pop culture Iron Man. Like I said, Iron Man as well. And even you can go as far as Thor, okay? Because Thor has that hammer. You get what I'm saying? And he's an unstoppable force. You can look at some attributes of Superman, okay? You can look at these different things in pop culture, and you can see that that some of those creators, those comic book creators, have taken the ideas of Westernized or West African tradition deities, Orishas in Yoruba culture. And then you can also parallel Ogun's life to John the Baptist's life, because what John the Baptist is in Catholicism or in Christianity, the same applies like when I told you in my previous video with Obatala. Obatala is supposed to be similar to Jesus, okay? So we know that John the Baptist was responsible for baptizing Jesus in their tail, but Ogun and Obatala were the first early people to pretty much be a part of the Orishas, okay? So when you think about Ogun, let's look at more things about Ogun. His machete, the machete that he's holding when you guys were looking at him when I had this picture up, that machete, it brings health, wealth, and prosperity. Okay, and just moving forward past that, when you look at a different tale of Ogun in the earthly realm, it is said that he is the first king, as I mentioned before, the first primordial Orisha to come to earth, which his name was Osin Omiley. All right. And then during this time on earth, it is said in one tale, when his subjects did not display respect to him, he killed them, and then he killed himself with his own sword. Now, listening to that story, when you hear that, you would think that's terrible. But when they say that he killed himself, it isn't to be taken literal. It means like it's almost like a child. If a child realized that they made a mistake on something, I know his story seems a little bit more dark, but think of it in this way. If a child did something wrong and they know in their heart that they did something wrong, it's like he's ashamed, he's holding his head down, or he's tucking his tail between his legs because he know that he did something wrong. So he end up falling on his own sword. And and then when you look at it from a spiritual aspect, though that occurred, right? Rather than him dying, his subjects believe that he disappeared in the earth, and that is called Iri Ikiti. All right, Iri Ikiti. And pretty much when he disappeared in the Iri Ikiti, his followers vowed to or he vowed rather to help those that called upon his name through chants and songs and stuff that were dedicated to him. Okay, so again, when he disappeared into the earth's surface. Okay, instead of dying, and that's called Wu Aili Sun, or Wu Aili Sun. Okay. And then I also want to cover this in a metaphysical aspect. Ogun is governed by the heart chakra, okay, which represents compassion, self-love, emotions, and ability to love others. So Ogun is not afraid to express himself, and he embodies you. He pretty much urges others to not be afraid to express themselves. Okay, that's the symbology of Ogun. He's urging you to be able to, be aggressive, be a masculine, but at the same time show your emotions when it's necessary. He's a perfect balance. Remember, think about the yin and the yang. And again, going back to the heart chakra, when you talk about the heart chakra, right? The heart chakra is the gateway chakra for the other chakras, such as the root, sacral, solar, throat, third eye, and the crown. And with the heart chakra, guys, you got to understand, since that is the gateway chakra, your heart must be right, because your heart is tied to your soul. So you want to make sure that your heart is in the right place when you're talking about your chakra. And again, that's the symbology of Ogun as well. The heart chakra, the number 7 is his number as well. And and having said that, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to let you guys know that information regarding Ogun. Let me know in the comment section what you learned, and also what other Orishas that you would like for me to actually explain to you guys in another segment. And I will catch you guys, before I get out of here, I want to show my face. I will catch you guys in the next one, okay? So hold on, y'all. So yes, I would like to say that let me know again in the comment section what you guys think this video. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure that you hit the Cash App. I'm gonna put my information back up again right here, and right there. And make sure you subscribe to my other channel, Adrian X Fitness and Meditation, on YouTube. And follow me on Rumble, AD Naptown. Follow me on Facebook, Adrian Dorson with the check mark. Instagram, Adrian_X Maya, and Twitter, Adrian_X Maya. Until next time, I love y'all from the bottom of my heart, and stay blessed.